What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is going to be bringing you a multi-look with multi-palette video. So in this video what I'm going to be doing is taking all of my redesigned Menagerie Cosmetics palettes and I'm going to give you guys a tutorial with each one. This is the second tutorial and I definitely will be doing a third one. I quite literally right now at this current moment don't know where my fourth palette is. If I can find that palette, then we will definitely be doing a fourth look. If not, we'll only unfortunately be doing three because I have a time crunch. I have a time where I want to upload this and it needs to make it. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoy this idea. I said I wanted to do this and I had never gotten around to it. I found the time this month and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so today's video, as I said in the intro, I'm gonna start off with my first palette of the three. Well, I actually have four perfect palettes, so we'll do this a 4 looks one palette actually now that I'm thinking about it. And I'm just taking the time to prime. This is a new primer to me and this is the Colored Rain paint base. I decided to go with white because this is a base color that I don't have, and I was also just intrigued, and like I said, I just wanted a white, so it kind of just worked out that I was able to pick this up when I picked up something else from their site. It's very dry base, so if you don't like a dry base, I would not recommend this. Anyways, today I'm going to be working with my Dragon Child recreation, and just in case you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. Sorry, I got my camera on non-autofocus so that it won't be annoying while I am going through it. So what I'm going to be doing is going into the deep navy blue, and this is pretty much going to be the main color in this look. And I'm just going to first start by packing this outer V area, taking my time to really get the pigment to land there. And then what I'm gonna do is blend up and over, and also blend down. Now in doing this, you're gonna see there's gonna be a whole lot of pigment in one area and not in the other. I will be going back and kind of reinforcing color in this outer blended area, but I just like to get the shape somewhat together. And I think with just this, the way that this primer is, this is just the best way for me to work with these shadows. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of low-key pack the shadow into that other area so it's a little bit more seamless. Take your time with this step, and yeah, take your time. So see, that looks nice and blended. I don't know what is going on there. Maybe that's just my imagination. So that's pretty much the outer V. You see how nice and dark it is. It does look, at least on camera, this side looks a lot more intense than this side. I don't know why. Maybe that's the color pigment is gone away, but since I still have the brush, I figured why not? I'll just go back over it. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, we'll keep an eye out on that. And then I decided to take a pencil brush and go into the bold orangey shade. I don't know, I was just playing. I literally was just playing when I sat down to film this look, and I'll be playing really when I do all of these looks. So bear with me. Hopefully there's a look in here that inspires you, or just has you to look into your collection. I also just didn't want to do a normal kind of typical look with these color schemes. I wanted to really play and really challenge myself with the color combinations, the technique. This is not a technique that I typically do a lot. I am really having difficulty staying in the location that my camera's on autofocus. Anyways, next what I'm gonna do is cut my lid. I did use NYX glitter glue. So I'm just gonna take the time to cut this side with the NYX glitter glue, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so in typical me fashion, I'm just gonna take what's left on my crease brush and just blend that outer area just so that it blends better. And then I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna go into the dark royal purple, and then on my inner corner I'm gonna go into this really pretty like navy shimmery blue, really. And so with this, I did, like I said, cut my lid, but I did kind of soften up the upper edges of the cut lid, blending out this purple shadow just a little bit because I didn't like how harsh it was compared to the light orangey tone that is in that part of the crease. So I'll show you guys that when we get there, which we're pretty much there. And then I just take my time and just slightly fluff it up there. Nothing crazy, but just slightly fluff it up there. And then I flip my brush over and then I go into that other shade. This is going to be my inner corner highlight. And that's pretty much the finished look. I do need to, of course, put on my liners and my mascara. As you can see, I actually took the time to do a waterliner. I do have my NYX. I'm going to be putting also another drugstore liner in my waterline. This is the LA Girl Pastel Dreams, and then I have my two mascaras. So I'm gonna do that. I need to finish up my face and my lips, and then I'll come back to show you guys the finished look. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. And so yeah, this is the finished look. I definitely had fun playing with this palette today. I definitely have so many other looks that I could have done that were easier or just more conventional, but I really wanted to play and do something a little bit different. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and stay tuned for the next 3. So today we're going to be doing my second look with my second palette, and this one is going to be with my design on the Feral palette, which is this, in case you are wondering. Oh, let me turn off my heater because I realized that gets picked up by my mic. Okay, so hopefully my audio is better now. I didn't realize that that was the situation until literally yesterday, so that's fun. Anyways, I am taking the bright yellow that I have in this palette and I am packing this on. I did want this to kind of be the main focus, or the really kind of bold color. It didn't work out that way for various reasons, but I still like that I went with this color first. I think had I gone with this color second, it would have been even more subtle, and that's definitely not what I was personally going for when I was applying this color and kind of visualizing this look. Okay, so real crazy, it'll work out. I'm using a smaller blending brush, and now I'm going into the more grayed out green. It's kind of a camp green, if you will, and this is going to be my deepener shade and my true crease color. So I am going to deepen out my whole crease with this shade, and of course blend it up so that it blends in with the yellow. Take your time with this shade and the blending. It's looking really bad on this side. I think this is the primer. I really, this this primer is not getting, I'm not liking this primer at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I might have to redo this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let me see if I can kind of blend out. It just looks so harsh. Let's go through the whole thing and see if I regret it at the end. I don't know. Okay. Then I'm going to clean off my brush and I'm going to cut my lid for my lid shade, and I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue. Okay, and then I'm gonna of course go back in with that brush that had my crease color just to help with the blending of my lid shade and that crease color. And then I'm gonna go into the purple shimmer in my palette. And just apply this right over that whole NYX glitter glue area. This shadow is it's just like insanely crumbly. So in the event that you are doing this look with this exact shadow, do just keep that in mind. Or maybe it's just mine, but mine is just insanely crumbly. So I can literally feel the fallout happening as I apply this to my lid. Then I'm just going to take the time to just blend those out just a little bit because it just seems really harsh. I also went in with a small blending brush into the really light icy shade, and that's going to be my inner corner. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is take a liner brush, and I'm actually gonna go into the kind of more true green, and that is going to be a slightly fake faux liner. Be kind with this look. I really don't like this primer. This is the last time I'm using this primer. I can't handle it. I can't. So I am going to hop off camera, finalize my liner, my mascara, all that, do my lips, everything, and then I'll come back to show you guys my final look. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. Like I said, this is the finished look. I really, I'm not a huge fan of the primer at all, but I like the colors. I like the color scheme that I created with this look, and I think overall it looks decent. Like I said, please be kind to me. I just don't like this primer, and I was testing out the primer while using shadows that I already know and doing tutorials for you guys. So yeah, anyways, let's stay tuned to do look number 3. I don't know if there's going to be a look number 4 because I can't currently find the palette, but when I find it, I'll do the look, hopefully. Anyways, let's get to look number 3. Hey guys, so here to do look number 3 with my kind of reimagined Whale Song palette. In case you didn't see the previous video, this is what it looks like. And what I'm gonna do is start off with a big fluffy brush, and I am going to go into the cool toned like lavender mauve shade that I have in this palette, and this is going to be my main crease. Let me pat out my primer. This is gonna be my main crease color, so take your time to really blow this out. It is such a soft shade on my complexion that it truly ultimately ended up being like a transition shade just because of how deep and sultry the other shade is that I'm going to put on top. But if you're lighter, it'll probably play more as a real crease color. Okay, so oh my, okay, don't worry, I can fix that. I can fix it. We'll work on cleaning up my under eyes when I finish out the whole look, but I like it really blown out, so that's why I did it. Okay, anyways, the next shade, I'm going to take a small blending brush and I'm going to go into this navy blue shade, and I'm going to slowly, this is a slightly more gray tone than a true navy blue. I think there was a real navy blue that I used maybe yesterday or the day before from this brand in a previous kind of reimagined palette. But because this is so gray toned, it really works out with this more lavender-ish gray toned shade. And just blend this truly in your crease. This is gonna, like I said, end up being the real crease color. And slightly, or not slightly, and then make it your deepener shade on your bottom lash line. I tend to go back and forth between these two brushes to get a really nice blend, but do whatever floats your boat, tickles your pickle, all that jazz. Okay, I'm liking that. It's looking pretty even compared to the other side. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is cut my lid. To cut my lid today, I am going to use an ABH flat brush. I actually really do like this brush. I think it's really good with cut creases. I just don't want to pay for the price, honestly. I just don't want to pay. Anyways, I put some NYX glitter glue on and we're just going to cut my lid really quickly. Okay, and the way I like to do my primers, you guys know on the outer portion, I like to just blend that same crease color so that everything kind of works out. So go ahead and do that for you as well. And then same side that I have the NYX glitter glue on, I'm gonna go into this really deep green shimmer, which I actually think is originally from this palette. And I am going to apply that all over my lid. So that's that. And then I'm going to take the shade that I have right here, which is like a pinky orangey-ish shade, more pinky red, and that is going to be my inner corner. Okay, so now I'm gonna hop off camera really quickly. I'm just gonna fix how far that first shade went down. I just want it to be just a little bit cleaner up. And then just double check that everything is good on my eyes. I do need to put mascara and liner on both of my eyes. I didn't do that on either side. And then, like I said, I'll be back to show you guys my finished look. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. And as with all of my looks that I've done on this video, I'm really liking this one. I will say I feel like this one might be my favorite thus far. Just having fun playing with products I already have, creating looks that I did not think to do, and also just showing you guys tutorials for things that I had previously said I was going to. I did find my fourth and final Menagerie Cosmetics custom created palette, so I will be doing that look tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let's get into look number 4. Hey guys, so I'm here to do look number 4 with you all. And today's video, for today's look, I'm going to be using my version of the Violet Ink palette. This is what I created, just a small curation of some neutral tones that I've had throughout their previous palettes. So what I'm going to do is take a fluffy brush and I'm going to go into the brown that is completely shattered pretty much. And this is going to be more or less a transition color. Retap out my primer. and just take the time to really blend this out. It doesn't need to be spectacular, especially if you're somebody of my complexion, because it more or less will kind of really just be used truly just to transition the next shade, which is your true crease color, to your skin tone. Then I'm gonna go into the orangey red in this palette, and like I said, this is going to be the true crease color. Just going back in with that original brush just to blend that reddier tone out so it's just more seamless. I'm really liking this. Good to go. Now what I'm gonna do is, as always, take a flat brush. I'm still rocking with my W21 for right now, and I'm gonna take some NYX glitter glue, and I am going to cut the area for my shimmer shade. Now, as always, going back in with that crease color brush just to blend out the outer part of that primer. Okay. Then going back in with my flat brush, I'm gonna go into the really light shimmery shade. I would consider this like a light champagne. And of course, blend it over. Try and blend out that crease as well so it's not super harsh. And then of course go right in my inner corner and down to my lower lash line. So that's it. Super basic, easy look. I am gonna, oh no, sorry, one more thing. I did take a liner brush and I went into this warmer of the two grays, if you will, and I'm actually gonna apply that right along my lower lash line and my upper lash line. It's not gonna be the most, you know, apparent thing, but I thought it would just help to not make the black liner that I use to tight line and put in my waterline as harsh as it would otherwise be. So by all means, go ahead and do that. I'm just going to finalize this eye over here off camera really quickly, and then I'll show you guys the finished look. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. Like I said, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed not only this fourth and final look, but just the looks that I was able to create with all of these palettes. As I said before, specifically the one that I did for look number 2, that was not the eyeshadow's fault, that was purely the primer's fault. So just kind of take inspiration from the color scheme that I did, not necessarily what the eyeshadow looked like at the end. Long story short though, I really like my recreated palettes. I do enjoy Menagerie Cosmetics formula. I have not picked up anything from them in a couple of years though, but it's no fault to them. I just haven't, to be quite honest. I just haven't. But yeah, really excited. Let me know if you guys would like me to redo some of these color schemes and create even more looks. Just let your girl know. I'm fair game to do it. I already have the products, so why not? That said, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.